plug the pump in? Okay. Looking at your little bedazzler there.
No, it's just I had it in my hair, but my head hurt, so I had to put it somewhere. Don't get it lost.
Alrighty. So the bottom drawer, whether it's a 540, 550, or 560, is the same. Okay, so we're going to make sure all of these are on. Volume's down as low as we can get, and we can pick 0 to 10 or 0 to 5 depending on the size of our patient. Okay, so nothing different here. The difference is in the top drawer. Okay, you have a pressure display or a display test for everything. You have a pressure line just like you have on the 550 or the 560. And then internal and external. Who can tell me what that means?
That internal head.
So if the head is mounted on the pump, it must be on an internal drive. Okay, if the head is mounted on a tether, it must be on an external drive. So if you have it in an external on a tether and you have this on an internal, it will not register flow. Like last week when we had trouble with the flow on the 550, that's why Kirk's here. I've got a tether to try, and he's trying to tell me that if I put normal saline in the pump, it'll be okay. I think he's wrong because I've got all the other pumps are working with water, and there's a lot of crap in the water down here. So he's, they told him there's not enough salt in the water. I'm like, doesn't live in Miami Shores. Okay, we got low and high level alarms. Do you remember how to set those? So if you depress the button, okay, wherever it lands is what the number is. Okay, you're not going to see anything now because there's no fluid and the flow probe's not attached. Okay, so that's why you can't set it. Same thing with high. The difference in the 540 and the other two pumps is you must set a gain with this pump. Okay, you get the gain number based on the flow probe. Okay, so there's a number on the flow probe. So that's what you have to dial into the gain. Okay, so if your gain is 380 and you have 620, it's going to throw off the calibration or the zero of your flow transducer. Okay, and you're not going to be able to register appropriate flow. It may be too high or too low, but it won't be normal looking. Okay, so 550, 560, gain is done automatically by the cable on the flow probe itself, and that isolation, when you zero it, the gain is fixed into that. This is the first, this is the oldie goldie, and so you have to set your gain manually.
So the gain number is the actual zero for this machine. Did I have that right? No.
You're going to set the gain. The gain is specific for the flow probe. So like if you look at the other two flow probes I have in here, because if I can't get that 550 to work, I've got another 540 pump, so I took out a couple more flow probes. This one's 610. This one's 380. So you set the gain is specific for the flow probe. Okay, and then once you have the gain set, you can set the zero. Okay, you'll notice there's two buttons here. If you look at the 550 and the 560, there's one. There's only a zero button. Okay? Got it? Okay. So just make sure you turn it on. She takes a little time to warm up. Okay? Anything else? Who's dropping prime? Nobody can drop prime?
I can.
Don't all jump at once. I would put this down here.
Wait, just let check.
Okay, distal here flow probe. Okay. Are we dropping prime?
Let me do it. I didn't practice.
Okay. Anything else you want to do before we start priming?
No leaks.
No leaks.
Okay, this is not a 1/4-inch connection. That is a lower port. Whoever made the quick prime connection.
Tell me something.
So we're working off of an internal drive. If you look at how you're priming your centrifugal head, do you remember how we did it last week?
I remember you took it out.
You need to have another clamp before you start.
No,
Don't you have to have one on the inlet and outlet of the centrifugal head before you turn it on?
No.
you can't
That's
prime.
what the
if you-
book says, though.
Don't do it. Just put it on the, just put it on the outlet. You're gonna take it off.
Yeah, it says to take one off first and then to turn it and take the clamp.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna take the head off of the pump. Okay, you're gonna put the inflow vertical. Okay, and you can run an airlock, right? Can you run an airlock from where you're at now?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
I was gonna try to remove this. It's kind of in the way. And put it the other side.
You want this on the other side?
Yeah.
Okay, so you ran your airlock, right? Right?
Right.
Okay, so now you want to keep this
Same way.
high. If you got it higher than this level, when you release the clamp, it's going to flow in really slowly. You're going to control how fast the fluid enters your centrifugal head with your clamp. If you lower this puppy way down, it's going to be a let her rip tater chip type of thing. Okay? So by keeping this elevated, you're balancing the hydrostatic pressure. Okay? So,
I go slow.
yeah. What you want to do is see this fluid level.
Oh, this way.
You want this vertical.
Okay.
Okay, but you also want to have this so that when you fill to this lip, once you get to there, you want to start rotating it so this is the highest point. So you need to hold the head such that you can rotate easily.
Okay.
I mean, Omari did it this morning and he was like, made my back hurt watching him. Okay? So see your okay, you're not even in the head yet. You see where your level is?
It's like a little. Okay.
Okay, now you want to make sure you get that big mammy jam out of there, right? Let it go. You already checked for leaks, right? As soon as you get it past that, you're going to reclamp. Okay? You're going to take a look, because if you have anything gross, big, you want to drop it and you want to walk it back to the head, back to the reservoir, okay? All right. I don't see anything big, but I see all sorts of crap distally. You see that?
Yeah.
So we can let it go?
Yeah, because you already checked for leaks, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then once you've got it, I'm trying to see how it's going to sit. Okay, now you're going to go put that back over on your pump. Ooh, I don't like it. Flip it around. There you go. There you go. Got it in a divot? Okay. We're going to take this puppy.
Hang up in there.
Hey, clamps.
Yes.
Seat it. Just all the way shut. Now you're going to isolate the flow probe. Okay.
Only to 0, right?
And set the gauge. Make sure it's going the right direction.
Wrong direction.
No,
Is it?
Yeah, it's right.
that's right. Don't listen to her. She's from Tennessee.
No.
Okay. Cool.
Well,
Alright. Then this is this.
so now when you set these, if you turn it to the left, that unlocks it. So first thing you need to check is this set right? Is that 620?
Yes.
I'm at 620. Okay, so if you had to change it,